en YouTube. A ver, tercios. No es muy rápido eso, tercios. No ha sido muy rápido.
Yeah, and they spotted them out too. Like, you can obviously, they were looking for some sort of move, and oh, the charm is just not enough as the ghost had to.
Fíjate que las ballenas son un equipo que juega bastante agresivo, típico, ¿no? De la región.
First dragon has spawned. It is going to be that hex tech, but BA is looking to this towards this top side now. So
típico clásico.
Expecting a little bit of a fight over these Krugs.
Maybe the Krugs or maybe Florin. If Pun can clear this way, oh, we're seeing some staggered recalling here. I think BA, he's been away from lane a little too long. He needs to get back down to that bot side and help Eddie out, because Feng, using that ranged advantage from that Caitlyn, is able to poke Eddie down and away here. So it's a really good management, utilizing that gold lead to pick up that pickaxe as well to Eddie's longsword. So it has a serious damage advantage right now as well, Pike. But the
vale, ya está en YouTube,
of the game is
Vividores.
Pop 9 in the area first, but Team Secret Whales, they have the wards. They know this is happening.
Yeah, and you can see Histo is already starting to beeline it straight on down. Looking to do it, but I think it might just be gone. We know Trundles are so good at taking these objectives.
Haciendo eso, tercios, vas a perder músculo, tío. Lo que hay que hacer es ejercicio de pesas. ¡Ojo! No. Vaya ballenismo sociológico,
out, but the dragon was secured for Relove DCG.
Yeah, I really like that play from Team Secret Whales there. It feels like they had the vision down, so they knew that Relove DCG would make that play. And when they saw the members of DCG committed, that's when Team Secret Whales collapsed. You see it here, BA roaming, Histo roaming. D-Ray TPs into the mid to pressure Hongshu and Eddie comes from the bottom.
¿Qué necesidad tienes de hacerlo después, tío? Hazlo a la vez. Si lo haces a la vez no pierdes músculo. Como lo estás haciendo tú está bien, pierdes mucha grasa. Pero junto a la grasa pierdes más músculo que si estuvieras perdiendo peso generando músculo nuevo. Porque al estar yendo al gimnasio y construyendo músculo, tu cuerpo entiende, ah, bueno, los músculos no los tengo que perder, entonces pierdes solo grasa. Luego te cuesta aún más recuperar la masa muscular. O sea, hacerlo todo a la vez, ¿no? En vez de hacer solo cardio, vas al gimnasio y luego haces cardio. No me parece que tengan mala fase de líneas tampoco, ¿no? Los de Deep Cross. Entiendo que K-Corp se los comerá en eso, digo yo. Creo que son bastante mejores en línea, pero tampoco considero que haya una diferencia rollo abismal, ¿sabes?
Dared Pop 9 to keep going, and I really think Pun would have taken him down.
In my humble opinion.
As we see in that replay, Histo just finds Hongshu, immediately cease and desist on him, but he knew all the CC was burned, is able to realm warp out, and back in live, DCG, they're taking the grubs.
Mi humilde opinión. No sé, no me acuerdo ni cuánto fue la final, ¿eh? ¿Por cuánto ganó las ballenas?
Ni dale. ¿Es de esa?
¿No he preparado esto para luego? Lo normal, ¿no, Come? Suele haber un par de semanas hasta el internacional. Bueno, en el First Stand no tanto, porque como es más pequeño daba igual. Pero de normal, coño, los equipos tienen que viajar y tal. Quiero saber cuándo viaja G2 para empezar a hacer solo Q de genios, chicos. Mañana además hay Liga de la Sal.
Being fantastic on that jungle, but his toe is actually up in CS, so he does have a bit of an advantage. He also has that kill, so has that gold advantage over Pop9 right now. However, it is those
Gap 3 es en septiembre, chavales.
turn the tides this one in that late game. DCG having that first Drake means it's -5 minutes on their win condition, on that, you know, soul Drake that they could get later in the game. I do want to point out, though, Eddie has secured that Sheen and that Phage, so he is most of the way to that Trinity Force. A couple of hundred more gold, and he will be there, and he'll be hitting so much harder, and Feng is going to have a much more difficult time in that bot lane matchup. If we do take a look, though, across the rest of the map, a minute till the next Drake, and DCG, they have that vision control. The Scuttle Crab, the 2 wards, they see everything that Team Secret Wales is doing as they move in to clear out the wards themselves.
Vale.
Yeah, look, this is really good that trying to get those deep wards and identify where they're going to be, as the Dragon's going to be up in 50 seconds, so keeping all the vision on this bot side is so critical. You can see that beautiful blue line of wards already being pinged out as they do get the little bit of vision available, and this is just excellent gameplay from both sides. Now Histo's trying to look for a little bit of a flank as they're starting to clear out. This is DCG a little bit slower this time, but Proactive is, now they're clearing everything they can, so they're going to maintain that control, and they're going to look for a fight. This is both these teams, they want this, and
Okay.
you can see as well,
Con su maulazo de época. Encima no le ha metido dentro del oro porque como estaba con la R la vi. Se ha librado, tío. Qué fumada de interacción,
And it is going to be a recall from the Bard, and this could be the Dragon going over to Secret Wales.
Yeah, but so much damage done to his toe, he may not be able to go for it. He has started it up, though. He knows the Whales are in the area. Eddie has rotated. BA and D-Ray are all there. Only Feng currently in the area to contest will get a look going. Oh, I thought he was going to go for that steal, but his toe. A good fight in the mid. Realm Warp.
Oh, the pillar knocked it up. The flash over the wall's not going to be enough. The charm is good, but D-Ray has to be careful. Can get slowed up and taken lower, but with the minis there, the flash is forward. Pop9 fears no one and still just gets out. They don't secure the kill, but what a play. They are so aggressive, Logan.
So much committed for that, though, and not getting D-Ray. That has got to feel bad for DCG. Here's Histo again, Vault Breaker, and that's why you called it. He wasn't caught in that stasis trap because he was in the air from his cease and desist. Just a tidy little interaction. BA shows up, makes sure that it's a 3v3, and DCG on the back foot because Chassis was burning, and they knew the timing. They knew they couldn't lose members for that Drake. However, a recall at that time in that situation is just as good. Team Secret Wales converted it into that Cloud Drake. So now we're at a Drake per team. We're at 500 gold up to Team Secret Wales, and that's near enough as even in these 12 minutes of league we have been watching so far, Pike. But I'm worried if Team Secret Wales can't close this one out sooner rather than later,
Masters
could become an absolute problem on that rise. That said,
pues Comet lo pedí a Riot y no me dijeron, bueno, lo miramos. Volveré a preguntar.
Histo's down on this top side. Oh, gets the charge. It is going to be that ultimate now picked up. So the unstoppable onslaught has to be used just to get away. Histo's trying to work the map a little bit more. They're up that 10 CS. They got a 500 gold lead right now over Pop9. But it still feels it's a game of inches right now, Logan. It's so close to call. You're right. This 500 gold lead doesn't feel like much. And for the game that's only been going for 13 minutes, I'm surprised we don't have more kills with how much aggression there has been all over the map, around objectives, around cooldowns. It's quite impressive that these teams are able just to hold on that little bit longer because flashes are burnt, ultimates are starting to come back up. Magical journey from Chassis just saying, I'm going to get out of here. This is not my place to be.
Yeah, and you said it right. We're getting these exciting fights. We're getting these back and forth trades. We're getting very nearly deaths, but these gamers, they know exactly what they're doing. They know when to back off. They know when the number is up, and they don't give these all-important kills over. They don't start to build these sort of shutdowns that become so important as these items, they're coming through. D-Ray, Malevolence, Hongsu with that Rod of Ages, 9 minutes, and he's going to get that level up. Trinity Forces as well, one for Pop9, one for Eddie. So with these power spikes, with these items, they're going to be hitting harder. Or in the case of Florin with the Canny Rookern, he's going to be able to survive that much longer in the face of D-Ray, in the face of Pun. As we see those role quests almost completed across the board, the Rift Herald up in 30 seconds, and the third Drake of the game in a little under 2 minutes time. Neither side willing to relinquish any objectives. And DCG, they're winning the vision war so far here, Pike. They know what is up.
Vaya cazada random de cojones, Tío, qué locura el posicionamiento de mierda que han tenido las ballenas, tío. ¿Cómo puede ser que caces aquí a la B y Feng no juegue rollo a este lado para que lo pueda saltar la B? Es una inteada gorda, Es que siento que al no estar el PSG y las ostras ser mucho peores, es como que ese tipo de errores tampoco te los castigarán mucho, tío. Yo de verdad creo... Yo creo que Furia les puede ganar a estos equipos, Yo el día de hoy, Furia contra cualquiera de estos dos, para mí Furia es favorito, Un jugador de la Olimpia de cuenta y te dé una. Bueno. Complicado, chicos. No voy a apoyar a la cuenta de Lion. ¿Se sabe cuándo viaja el equipo?
They are on the way.
Yeah, Eddie's out here doing a good bit of damage, but the TPP from Florin is really nice, straight into the pit. Rift Herald is secure, now they're looking for a little bit more of the fight. Florin is caught out, but it is going to be a lot.
Okay.
Impale is landing. Pop9 could be caught. Magical Journey away, but Fang just caught once again. He cannot make it anywhere. Florin is tanky, but not holding on a little bit too much. The Rift Herald now being used. Shelly looking for a charge onto this tier 1 tower in the mid. Let's see if they can crack it open. There's still a lot of crystal.
Le he escrito al CM. A ver si sabe cuándo viaja el equipín y tal. Muy de fuerte viene Furia. A ver, Daybreak a mí me parece que es un buen equipo. El primero que entiendas por dar la sorpresa. A ver, no van a ganar el MSI ni van a ganar a equipos de los buenos. Pero que de ser una región floja a que de repente puedan ganar a la LCP, a que saquen mapas a G2 a Lion, eso puede pasar perfectamente. Sin ningún problema. Un buffado a Kindred en el 13, ¿no? En el parche para el MSI, me gusta.
But his toe with the Vault Breaker through the wall onto Feng, unable to escape. And the way that Team Secret Wales stayed together as a unit and split Relove DCG
un poco lo que entiendas tú por dar la sorpresa, ¿sabes?
It's what wins these 5v5s. It's that strategy, not just the hands check. And this is what makes them such a fearsome team here. And if you remember, Pike,
mañana relegation de la Liga de la Show.
Junglers and picked away the Vi, and it's working. Pop9 on this Trundle, yes, he got some early jungle objectives, but he hasn't got one since those grubs. The next two, they've gone over
Alfredo,
to
no seas troll.
The Rift Herald, it's gone over to Team Secret Wales. They're winning through this jungle now.
Pues lo que es eso, hablarlo con Pudi y Canduterio, pero es en septiembre, en teoría. Que no tiene muchos misterios. Juegan el mapa un poco como si estuviéramos viendo un Cloud9 Team Liquid, Como si fueran Cloud9.
Yeah, 4 members of
Creo que, y no
DCG
es un
were there.
cumplido eso,
Feng defending that mid lane, though I have to imagine
No lo digo
Mason
ya.
Hole was ready to be committed with that range, but it was a great job from DCG, right? They saw Pun, they got that pillar down, preventing Pun's access back to that top side tier 1, so he was forced to run back into the waiting arms of the rest of DCG. And it's that team play, right? It's that willingness to pull the trigger immediately and get that pick, as we do see D-Ray. He's got to be careful. He sees Xiaoxi and Feng on that vision, and that vision is so important. I can't overstate how important vision control is in these games, right? We see Xiaoxi, his vision score of 81, it is higher than BA's, and that vision score, it translates into more wards put down, more wards destroyed. So it's that proactivity that these players are putting forward that is helping the rest of their team make these plays. As his toe, that Oracle onto Florin?
Yeah, Florin hit with a cease and desist too, so I'm not sure how far as they do have the unstoppable onslaught still available. Actually, still it's on cooldown. Tempered Fate goes. It's not enough. It doesn't land.
No es malo Xiaoxi, Ah, este sí que ha estado más veces ahí en internacional, ¿no? Y Flauren ahora mismo es un tipo bastante querido allí.
Was just stifled a little bit, and now Xiaoxi being looked at. The heal. Oh
Lo
my
del nano molaría poder hacer el co-stream, chicos.
Xiaoxi just gets away on a knife's edge. Seal now coming in with the third coach comms of the game. It is all she wrote for Secret Whale's coach comms here, as they are looking to clean up the second tower, the first one in this mid. Unstoppable Onslaught coming in hot. Let's see if it's going to hit. Is D-Ray able to just sidestep it smoothly, and they walk away.
I love that ultimate out of Florin. You absolutely have to respect it. If you get hit by that Scion ult, that unstoppable onslaught, you are basically guaranteed to die because of that CC that it delivers on arrival. And you take a look at this, right? Relove DCG, then down, but they're not out. Team Secret Whales are up 3k gold in a Drake. That Baron on the Rift, but they're still contesting. They're still competing. Florin scaling up. He's going for that anti-heal as well to prevent, you know, the shielding coming through from his the healing coming through from Pun on that Gwen. So I do like this item.
Ooh. Oh, if that hit, that could have been disaster, but the Tempered Fate hits instead. But Eddie is still walking up. A lot of damage being pushed out. Okay, his toe's gone. Fang locks it down. Now Pun's TP'd in.
Yo, ¿qué cojones es esta play, tío?
Shielding coming through from his toe, the healing coming through from Pun on that Gwen. So I do like this item.
Pero los clics de Egipto, ¿qué coño han sido? Egipto, por cierto, creo MVP de la liga, ¿no? Delante de las ostras, que va, creo que como top 6 o algo así. Las ostras, ¿no? Top 5.
But no, D-Ray having to be a little bit more careful. Their jungler is gone and a Baron is up.
Yeah, it's good timing taking his toe out. He's gone for another 25 seconds. So if DCG want, they might go for this Baron, but I have to imagine they won't.
Son bastante malas las ostras, la verdad.
Still presenting a lot of threats. DCG, though, they'll take that. They've cut their gold lead by 1,000. Team Secret Whales now down to 1.8k. So it was a smart play from DCG to punish his toes over aggression.
Dire?
Okay.
Okay.
A little bit of fighting. Yeah.
No, we're good. Well, Dragon's up in 5 seconds, Logan. That's the big difference. That's where these teams are starting to look. But his toe is back up and available, already making their way down. So we'll have to see where the priority is going to be as Vision's starting to go out. Yeah, looking to clear it out just a little bit. Bit of a smooth, but look at Pun. Okay, the backside. Looking for the backdoor fight as they're looking for the re-engage. Looking for a bit more cease and desist on the back line. It's Ongshu. He's getting caught out. It's a lot of damage. It's going to be enough to flash forward from Pun. Gets it done. They're cleaning.
No me lo puedo creer.
Cares for no one and is getting everything done.
Ballenazo gordo. Nah, esa fight es muy buena, ¿eh? Pero tío, es que a mí me da la sensación de que ganen a K-Corp los de Deep Cross es prácticamente imposible por el mero hecho de que creo que en línea son peores todos. Y en Teamfight K-Corp debe ser bastante mejor también, ¿eh? Opinión sincera humilde.
kills to 5, 2, about to be 3 Drakes to 1. They have put their foot down on the accelerator here, Pike. They have said enough messing around. This game 1 is going to be ours as we get this replay. And Pun, a spectacular flank, but they knew he was there as well. They spotted him on the ward, but he was just so fast. Hongsu did a great job of reacting, but Team Secret Whales did a better job of prioritization. There was an excellent charm from D-Ray there as well that got through to Hongsu, and they just took him apart as D-Ray with those spirit rushes, unstoppable. He was able to get that damage down onto anyone that he wanted there, Pike. And we're back to live. We're back to fighting. The Baron's up. It's all to fight for.
They're looking for more. Fang on the backside is low and is just gone entirely. Eddie's able to do so much, but it's D-Ray picking up the kills. Eddie's very low, but they're just cleaning
mamatoria gorda.
Pun on the backside. They're giving them the thumbs down. DCG just do not have an answer. Maybe the trick is just try and pick a jungler up nice and early because they're all getting banned out. But it's still 3 members down for none on the side of Secret Whales, and they're convincingly going to the Baron and looking to take this one right now. 4K gold lead here, Logan. I am concerned for Relove DCG right now in this game 1.
Yeah, look, they took the Drake fight 2 kills to 4. They took the Baron fight 0 kills to 3. All of the advantage over to Team Secret Whales, and it gave them free prio on that Baron. And Hongsu just too far away from the rest of Relove DCG to have any impact. He was going to Realm Warp in, but he would have been caught in the middle of everyone from Team Secret Whales. And who is stopping Pun? He's doing whatever he wants. Florin can't even stand up in the face of this Gwen. We've seen it time and time again, Pike. And
Pero de Daniel Rice.
Gwen is the
Es que es
answer
tétrico.
to these tanky top laners. They're just not able to play around it. Look, Hongsu did.
¿Qué tal quería Soriano? Get carried, Estamos aquí repasando un poquito estos vividores. No se me ocurre cómo podrían... De verdad lo digo, ¿Cómo cojones podrían ganar a Minecorp? Lo veo tan complicado.
It just comes down to how well is the communication going here. Secret Whales, they're all on the same page. They know exactly where they're going, what they're looking for. They know the targets. They know which president they need to take out, and it's Fang. Fang needs to be taken off this fight so early, and it's 4 kills to 4. But look at Eddie, 4-0-6. The score is just that much more, and it's only a 1k gold lead for Eddie. But look at the total gold. They're both just sitting so cleanly up there, but they know if they leave Fang in these fights, they will just melt through them so quickly. Tempered face now going out. BA could be caught. Pillar's good. It's a lot of damage, though. The charm is nice, but it's not going to be enough as a little bit of an overstep there for BA.
Yeah, BA a little bit confident on that Skarner, but it is what it is. It's a support. It's only one of your team, one of your Baron empowered champions goes down there. So I'm sure Team Secret Whales aren't overly bothered, right? And we do take a look at those items though, Pike, right? Team Secret Whales have at least one full...
Es que le saca un mapa a las ballenas, muy difícil, chicos, les veo fuertes, Las ballenas están directamente en el M6, tío. No sé cómo será el seeding para el main event. Pero molaría un NA contra Europa para empezar, ¿no? A ver si de la humildad podemos ganar a G2.
MR than he would probably like, because he also has to face off against Eddie. He also has to face off against his toe with that black cleaver that shreds armor, and he's just not able to build that. And the advantages are all on Team Secret Whales right now, Pike. They're stabilizing though. Admittedly, DCG down 5.5k gold. The Baron power play 1.5k for Team Secret Whales, and the 5th Drake of the game up in 50 seconds. This could be Soul for Team Secret Whales. They are on Soul Point right now.
It's going to be such a big movement, but another item that's just about to be picked up for Histo here is going to be that GA. Once you get this Guardian Angel, it's going to be so much harder for anyone on the side of DCG to clean up the fights because they can just full send. Pun being looked at as a couple members looking towards this top side, but you're right, Dragon is the next big call. Secret Whales will have to be there as they're already starting to get really good vision and control in the mid and bot lane. But now D-Ray, being a little bit more cautious, trying to hold them back, but they are isolated. And Florin's one tanky boy, so one good unstoppable onslaught could start the fight. But we'll have to see as a Tempered Fate also very much on cooldown, so it will not be available for this next dragon fight if it gets started up on spawn.
Yeah, and I mean, Florin, he's already starting to get traded into here. Eddie has to respect it.
Impale's good. They're looking for a little bit more, but the stuns are even better.
Tío, qué locura el puto Eddie, Eddie Spaghetti. También bastante fumada, ¿eh? No creáis que las ballenas tienen un macro muy limpio, ¿eh? Aquí ha habido bastante inteada, las cosas como son. Hay que decir que Dyer... ¡Hostia! Es buenillo, ¿eh? No, 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 no. Por favor, mirad a Dyer, ¿eh? Dyer está condenado. Lo van a querer en China. Qué puta barbaridad, ¿eh? Lo único malo que, bueno, no sería el primer vietnamita, pero tendría que aprender chino.
Yeah, obviously Eddie just got caught out of position there. DCG saw their chance and they collapsed, taking out that Ezreal, even through all the protection. Oh, Florin.
Okay. All right. Oh. Okay. Drift King.
He's clearly played, you know, Tokyo Drift, Fast and the Furious, and he's collected his reward. Did you see that? It was a 995 gold injection into the pocket of Florin, and he just takes the coolest, calmest sip of his drink as you see. And he did what Kiaya does, flash forward ult to get that knock up, get that CC onto Eddie. Shao C comes through the wall, really just shuts down any opportunity that Eddie has for any kind of escape there. So really,
get ready to learn Chinese, buddy. Un poquito así, ¿eh?
You know, 4v5, they still go in. Yeah, they lose 2, but they also take out 2 members of DCG. A small consolation prize, if you will. But like we saw, Florin then closes D-Ray out on the back end and collects that shutdown.
Even more of a fight. The Impale's coming straight back in. Fang's picked up BA already, but Fang's caught out on the backside. His toes here looking for more.
Locura, tío.
But Fangs has to go over the wall. His toe does have the GA.
Fangsito.
Oh, but the GA has been popped. They're going to drop a trap right there. This should be an easy pickup. The knockups are good. Fang is just going to get hit with the trap on the backside. But it is still DCG cleaning up this fight. They are not out of this game yet. Here, Logan, they are holding on, and Fang is getting it done. They are doing so much on this Caitlyn.
Yeah, that Caitlyn was 4-4 and now is 8-6. Has picked up 4 kills to 2 deaths. That's a positive KDA in the last couple of minutes there, Pike, and you will take that as we go back and see how this kicked off. It's all 5 members of Relove DCG here in mid, and unfortunately Team Secret Whales only had 3 in the middle. Histo did come from behind, did try and get that flank angle, did a lot of work to try and get onto Fang, but DCG protect the president, did everything they could here and forced D-Ray far too deep. He had to commit everything and then some to just make sure they got Fang on the back end. But Relove DCG, they're clawing their way back into
Vuelvo a ir y Javi Huevo que se retire, bueno.
6K down to 2.5 as they
pobre Javi Huevo, ¿no? Yo creo que Javi Huevo puede ser eterno, ¿eh? ¿Qué son estas fights? No, no, pero las fights de Dyer son bastante buenas, ¿eh?
Kill, but it's still Secret Whales picking up the whole of the team. It's only Florin left up and available, and now they're looking at the Baron. But Florin says, I'll still take what I can.
Nada mal.
Florin trying to get some push on this mid lane tier 2 will doubtlessly get that turret, but Team Secret Whales win the team fight convincingly and secure themselves that second Baron of the game. They'll now have to reset, spend that gold, head back out to the Rift and bounce this wave that Florin has so intelligently decided to push rather than contest the Baron. All of that priority here, but look at the healing on Pop 9. He was about 30% of his health, and he basically goes back to full health here during this fight, but it's still not enough because his toe finds Feng every single time, and the moment they take Feng out, they take out about half the damage that DCG can do, and it just becomes a much easier fight for Team Secret Whales. You look at that CS, Eddie's nearly 70 CS up over Feng, and Feng still has a gold lead. He's got 5 kills more. But Eddie, he's completed 4 items.
Bastante bárbaro, eh?
It's an item advantage right now. It is wallet diff for Team Secret Whales. DCG, though, they can still do this. They just need to find those picks. They need to capitalize on the mistakes of Team Secret Whales, and they'll get another chance in about a minute's time when that all-important 6th Drake of the game spawns.
Yeah, it's soul point still for Secret Whales. They missed out on that last one, so this is going to be the Dragon they want to really heavily prioritize. Fang and Pop 9 sitting very far up near the tower, so they're playing a little bit safer, just clearing out
de Javi huevismo sociológico.
Secret Whales, first one to the block at the pit, waiting, clearing, just getting that priority and looking to make some plays. But his toe, Dragon's in the other direction, my guy. You're heading topside. That's a bit of an interesting call. Charm's going wide, but I'm not sure. Maybe they're looking to give over this Dragon, because where's the jungler? Or maybe they're just looking for the biggest flank in history.
I definitely think it's a flank. Oh, is that true shot barrage? Oh yeah, it's a deep flank.
Y hay más kills que en la puta LPL, tío. Siento como que esta fight ya ha ocurrido. Pero es que a Dyer no lo van a matar en ninguna fight. Es imposible, tío. O sea, es imposible que Dyer muera en una fight. Y es imposible al mismo tiempo que la Caitlyn sobrevivió. Muerto 8 veces. Esta partida, la verdad que control de mapa no ha habido nada. Es puro LOL vietnamita. Han llevado a los de Deep Cross al LOL vietnamita. Y les han ganado todas las fights y ya, ¿no? Pobre Flauren. El segundo al play-in, you know me. Primero main event y segundo al play-in. La única región que solo tiene una plaza es Brasil. Y de verdad creo que no es peor que la LCP a día de hoy. Voy a pillarme un Golden Milk para desayunar mientras los Pixie Vans. Y voy a, hostia, a ver si publico el partido de ayer.
Banned away as well. They're not letting Xiaoxi get that, but I have to imagine Xiaoxi's okay with that because Xiaoxi loves his engaged supports, and I'm surprised if they don't lock in Cassiopeia here, to be honest.
Look, Orianna's still a really good pick. You can still play Ori into the Cass as well. So I think it comes down to what do they want to do? What do they want to prioritize? And yeah, you're right. There's the Cass instantly locked in. They were hovering over the Ori, but now I would suspect it could be picked up as the sort of the counter. Yasuo? Please, please, that is the coolest pick ever. You have to play that. Give it to Pun. Let's get a Yone in the mid lane. Yasuo top, that could be awesome as, but okay, you know what? Stifle my dreams. That's fine too. One champion we haven't talked about, Rumble Cassante matchup is still absolutely viable here. Like, it can still be picked up nice and early. Rumble's being hovered. There's the J4 as well for Histo, and I love this pick. It's one of his favorites, and he plays so well on it.
Yeah, and J4 here in... Oh, there's the Rumble that you were calling, but J4 here in the knockout stages has been picked up 7 times and has about a 50% win rate. Sorry, 66% win rate. So wins more often than not, but by not banning all these junglers, it leaves Lee Sin up for Pop 9. This is an aggressive move here, and I love it. Relove DCG will not be deterred. That Cass Varus in the mid, that Lee in the jungle, that creates a fearsome combination around that mid lane that must be respected from the moment the game starts.
I love the Akshan hover as well. Like, that's not too bad. Look, I think the Orianna is a really good pickup here too. You could lock in the Anivia as well, and I love this too. Saving the Orianna probably for a later game where you have a strong ball delivery system too, but J4 would have been a fantastic pick with it as well. But I think the Anivia is all about this strong front to back. You get the great engage with the Cataclysm for his toe, then you just throw down a Snowstorm, and it's going to be so hard to deal with. So I like this Anivia, really good prioritization. It's just the bot sides now that need to be confirmed here, Logan, and there's quite a lot telling. Ashe Seraphine still available. Lol jokes, it's not. Ashe just banned out. You still got Zeri Yumi. The Lucian's already been taken off as well. Xayah Rakan is an absolute possibility too. Like, there is a lot on the board for these bot sides that can still be played.
Yeah, you were saying the Ashe Seraphine, but that Zeri Yumi is also still up and an absolute menace. But we take a look at all those bot laners. We've seen, oh, as I was about to say it, Jhin has been played almost every game here as well, and it does get banned away. They don't want that long-range sort of curtain call plonking away from the backlines, because Team Secret Wales have a very aggressive kind of all-in style front line drafted for themselves here, whilst the range champs able to sort of stick to the back and stay relatively safe. But we've still got that Kai'Sa still up. Yeah, Varus was banned. We've still got Siva. We've still got Zeri, and a lot of supports able to work with them. Rel still available. We've seen Xiaoxi pilot Rel to fantastic execution as well.
Yanara Lulu, Logan. Yanara Lulu. Like, that is the next big one. Like, you give this Yanara to anyone. Now there's the Poppy ban. So I love that they're sort of stopping a lot from the all flag and drag coming in from the J4. So now that it's gone, like, they can't really have too much defense. Like, they need some more frontline. Maybe you look for an Alistair here as well. A little bit more tankiness too. But imagine, let me paint you a word picture here, Logan. What if we got a Renata in there? As you see the full side of Secret Wales just trying to come in on you, throw out a hostile takeover. There's nothing you can do, and if they lock in the Yanara, the hostile ticket gets even more priority, because Yanara's just going to be hitting the team instead.
Yeah, if Renata is picked up for Team Secret Wales, that will prevent the kind of Lee Sin engage. But if Renata is picked up for the DCG,
parece ser que después de intentar arreglar el coche
del
accidente,
ahora
resulta que siniestro total. Así que GG's.
But we're moments away, and we've picked up that Corki for Fang in that bot side. Now, Corki, a bit of a lower priority champion here, and Nautilus not being banned away, that makes sense for Xiaoxi.
Yeah,
y eso, truquito.
Like, I'm surprised that it became the 5th pick for the side of DCG. It's such a strong champion.
Pues sin coche.
Great engage, great frontline as well. The Rel now being hovered.
Laurentino Pérez, un grande.
Go for something along the lines of
nada mal.
It's still really strong with the Yanara, but maybe they need a little bit more frontline.
¿Quién es el que está en la final? El equipo de Sendo. Bueno, están intentando ascender, ¿no? Claro. Lo del año pasado, ¿qué cojones fue?
Braum loves to get between you and your skill shots, and if you're not landing your skill shots on targets, winning these fights. But Real Love DCG's draft is quite fearsome, Pike, and I'm looking at it, and Team Secret Wales, they've got more range. They need to get those bodies in front of Anivia and Yunara. They need to let them sit in the backlines and deal that damage. But you're looking at a Lee Sin, you're looking at a Corki that can Valkyrie over the top. Cassante can all out through terrain into the back line. And let's not forget Nautilus, that anchor, the dredge line as well, just does so much work to kind of disrupt the game plans and deliver a lot of CC, deliver a bit of frontline. I like this draft a lot more from DCG here in this game too, whereas Team Secret Wales, it's a bit more standard. It's definitely a more front to back. So I wonder if they've gone with that sort of keep it simple concept, and they're just going to execute on it well. And was that a Pearl embossed fan sign that we just saw? That was amazing.
Yeah, I was going to be like, oh, that's really sick. They've gone diving for some pearls. They obviously found the whales out there in the bay and said, you got it, lads. And you know what? If you can talk underwater, that would be pretty cool too. No scuba diving here, just straight whale talk. We can pull out some Finding Nemo later on, but we're on the rift now, Logan, ready and rearing to go. It really comes down to, can Secret Whales push through once again, or is it going to be Relove DCG really putting the hurt in? And it's a rinse and repeat of game one. D-Ray, you be careful now.
Yeah, D-Ray learned the lessons from game one and will not be taken out immediately. So it actually gives us time to look at these skins here, Pike. Pop 9 with that divine heaven scale lease in. Just
En fin.
Oh,
¿Cuándo juega? ¿Y cuándo es el ascenso de lo de Sendo?
Ooh, danger. And okay, Subterranean Nautilus, not bad. Not bad at all.
Yeah, Carrix is definitely an fan for that subterranean.
Pues igual se GTA
sort of Nautilus main. I
sin decir nada.
I really do love
Me denuncie Vinicius.
Dominus skin for that Nautilus, as well as the Petrosite one, as we do see Chassis on this Nautilus just walk into the face of Team Secret Whales, but they're trading back. Summoners burned here, some heals popped, but ultimately it's just a vie for priority as Histo is spotted out here trying to contest for this red buff, and Pop 9 will get it and away.
Yeah, nah, pretty good. Histo obviously just a little bit too late to the party, but you're right. Pop 9 knows that he's there, and it's still the level 2. Flag and Drag is good, and that's already a lot of damage here, Histo. Standing inside the Krugs means you can avoid the flash straight out. Okay, like what is going on? There are some shenanigans afoot, and it's just Histo saying, I just want your big Krug, and I'm going to go home, but they could be caught out. They're unawares. Histo does have the Flag and Drag, looking for the re-engage now too. Gets the slits. Too much damage. Hong Shu needs to be very careful. Oh, flash go wide, and they do survive. Hongshu just has to back off. Now D-Ray's just following Pop 9.
Yo no puedo hacer nada.
Just delaying all the clears.
Lo tendrán que hacer mi padre.
Picks up more. D-Ray also got Pop 9 on the top side. Didn't even get the egg passive, but 2 kills to 1, and it's Relove DCG.
Hoy que tenemos pues esto, Verdugo, y supongo que inmolarme en algún sitio. Las ostras, pues como top 6 están Ciciño, dando un asco sideral. ¿Se han quedado top 6 las ostras?
10-15 minutes as we do go to this replay to see how it all plays out, and Chassis blind hooks into the brush, catching BA, forcing Team Secret Whales into a fight that they did not want. Eddie just getting chipped away by
Mira, en el split quedaron sextas.
Flash forward. Oh my goodness.
Y sí, en playoff 7-8.
That was DCG's fight from the start.
Perdieron contra Vikings. Bueno, ahora es MVK Esports. Top 8 las otras.
For more, and he's trying to pick up Fang. It's not enough. The shields are too good. Fang wants more. The Sonic Wave is going to land, taking the next hit. It's going to be another Pop 9. He just gets the kill, but D-Ray secures one off the back, and now they're in.
O sea, es que yo que sé, tío, la furgoneta costó 25.000 euros, o sea, 24.000 euros, y dicen que la reparación es 25.000. O sea, es que es imposible, tío. Y crosazo. Puto Dyer, tiene aurilla. Nah, pero está muerto, no tiene maná, Hongsu. Se va a ir andando. ¿Qué cojones, tío? A correr los Lakers. Ay, Dios mío.
The longest kill in LCP history, Pike.
Menos Egipto invadiendo.
D-Ray ran
Algo sacas.
3+ members of DCG around the map for as long as he could,
En nivel
but
3.
it was still not enough. Fang 4-0 in 4 minutes. 5 kills over to DCG. We're at 7 kills in 4 minutes. That's nearly 2 kills a minute. This is the LCP. This is the bloodbath that we know and love. But it's now up to these teams to convert this. Will DCG keep applying this pressure? Will they start to snowball this 2.2k gold lead that they've earned for themselves? Or will Team Secret Whales stymie the flow of blood? Will they slow it down? Will they be able to respond? But Pike, right here, right now, it feels like Team Secret Whales are struggling.
Look, they're just getting slightly caught out guard, like they're just in the wrong place. Maybe like they're almost too far ahead. They're too quick to the play, and then they're just getting caught behind. But you're right, 4 kills on Fang is disgusting in this early game. 1.2k gold lead. First dragon is going to go over, so it's going to be an even better lead for Relove DCG. They are really feeling good this game, and it just feels like they're playing just that little bit closer together. It's what I asked for, Logan, and they're delivering.
Yes, we do go back to a semi-normal state of play. Florin and Pun just up on that top lane, doing what top laners do, just, isolated, maintaining their wave state. But we do see that this...
Qué fumada, tío.
We do see the vision control has been placed through that river, right? A lot of Relove DCG vision. They've got both the Scuttle Crabs. They see what's happening through the bot, through that topside river, which means his toe will not be able to sort of get those plays, make those ganks. As Hongsu racing forward here on that Cassiopeia.
Ooh, and it's a lot of damage. Histo not really looking to hit that flag and drag, just wanting to get the drag without the actual movement itself. But still, the drag is going to be a little bit much. The Dragon Strike not going to land or do as much as they're hoping for. But look at this. They're looking for more fights. Eddie is low. Picked up again. Fang is so strong right now. And the TP's now coming in. It's actually BA that TP'd in. But now Wall goes up. Throws it. Oh, it lands. Pop Nine's making moves in the mid lane. Very comfortable kill there. They get out now. BA, what are you doing? You're walking up again into a 5-0 Corki.
He did use that spellbook to TP. That TP started when Eddie was alive, but oh my goodness, Pike, this is an absolute disaster.
Si esta no la ganan, era 3. Es que de verdad que ni me acuerdo cuánto fue la final, tío.
But what do they do when they are actually this far behind? 9 kills, 7 minutes, 2.5.
Cada año juegas un coche y pide balón con el puto montón que sale en el web de año. Y con eso en lugar de valor te compras y bajan el precio. Claro, pero ¿qué se hace contra ese truquito?
On his own, and Relove DCG, they get the fantastic flank angle, the flash forward, the hook, the CC, Xiao C.
Reclamarlo 20 veces y ya.
Allowing Feng to get maximum damage. That is a 5-0 KD bot laner for DCG. That's a Phage, that's a Sheen, that's nearly a Trinity Force at 7 minutes, Pike.
That might be one of the fastest Triforces I'll have at least seen in the LCP. So that is an absolutely astonishing effort out of Fang, who is feeling so good. And it comes down to just playing a strong champion, because we know Corki is one of those main champions that can sit comfortably solo in a lane. But
segunda vez que pasa eso, chicos.
The fact that Xiaoxi's
Cuando era pequeño ya pasó.
with him and just enabling this Corki with all the damage. Now a fight going all out as they go for a little bit more. Florin didn't get it straight over the wall, and a flash from Pun keeps them from being taken out too much. Pop 9 also there picking up the Void Grubs. 3 confirmed for DCG.
Yep, 3 grubs again. They got it in game 1. They got it here in game 2, but Hongsu is just absolutely getting the better of D-Ray on this Anivia here. He kind of looks out of sorts because this Anivia, it doesn't feel like it's a very play-making mid laner, right? It feels like it's dependent on having that kind of front line. And I say that here in the context of this game. It may not generally be true, but another fight breaking out.
Looking for more. Pop 9 gets a nice Dragon's Rage. It's going to land more. Petrifying Gaze. There's the
¿Y esta fumada?
But it is all Secret Whales trying to hold on.
Nah, deep crossazo gordo, chicos.
Now it is here, Pun looking for more as they're trying to get the flashes out. Fang is still holding the line, and Pop 9 waiting inside the little pit, but going for a little bit more, trying to get the damage off Pop 9.
Tío, es que de verdad, no sé qué pasa en Big 2026.
¿Qué? It's a double going over, and they are able to lock it down.
No me lo puedo creer.
BA, not long for the world. The big shield man cannot hold on.
No tiene mucho mana, nada, lo mata. Madre mía, ¿qué coño ha sido esta fight, tío? ¿Qué cojones ha sido esta fight, chicos?
generally be true, but
Pura LPL, mirad lo que ha durado además,
right? It feels like it's dependent on having that kind of front line, and I say that here in the context of this game. It may not generally be true, but another fight breaking out.
Looking for more. Pop9 gets a nice Dragon's Rage. It's going to land more. Petrifying Gaze. There's the Cataclysm on top, but it is all Secret Whales trying to hold on. Fang does so much damage. Now it is here, Pun looking for more as they're trying to get the flashes out. Fang is still holding the line, and Pop9 waiting inside the little pit, but going for a little bit more. He's trying to get the damage off Pop9. Can't do it. Fang picks up another kill. How do you take out this Corky? It's a double going over, and they are able to lock it down. The egg has been used. BA, not long for the world. The big shield man cannot hold on. No moustache can save you now. And it is a double kill for Pop9. It is Relove DCG absolutely dominating.
Team Secret Whales brought Pun down, Florin stayed in the top lane, and DCG still won the fight. They didn't even need Cassante. This is disaster for Team Secret Whales, and it all started here. It was this scuffle around Vision. BA walking up to Xiaoxi. He knew D-Ray and Eddie were there, but look at Pop9's angle. From the Dragon Pit, he gets access onto that Yanara, who also gets Petrifying Gazed. Eddie unable to do much damage at all, and Feng and Pop9 just get that fantastic flanking angle, able to deliver so much damage and surprise Team Secret Whales. Pun's late TP late arrival breathes new life into Team Secret Whales, and they thought maybe we've got something here, but Feng is so accelerated right now that he dives back into the face of 3 members of Team Secret Whales, Pike, and poor D-Ray. Pop9 now at 3 kills. This accelerated Lee Sin tearing up the rift. This is why you ban Pop9's champ pool. Maybe Team Secret Whales should have put all 5 bans back into him, because, oh boy, Pop9's back with a vengeance.
It's not even just Pop9, it's gonna be the Fang show. Like, Fang is popping off so much. 8-1-2, they've got a 2.2k gold lead solo, and it's a 3.k gold lead for Relove DCG. In total, they're looking at their second dragon in the game. They have 100% objective control, and it is off the back of some of the most aggressive movements and plays from a team we've seen in the LTP. As a Petrifying Gaze lands, and this bird is just being poisoned down and melted ever so rightly, but Hongshu not able to secure the kill, and they're trying to work this map so much faster because they need to stay accelerated.
Yeah, that was a fantastic wall there as well from D-Ray, and he was able to dodge that sonic wave, but Florin going for Pun.
Equalizer's going down, but Pun is very low indeed, and Histo has to run away.
El deep crossazo es real,
Fisher coming out too, so support and the mid laner of Hongshu coming up for a party, but unfortunately it was just Pun sadly taken out.
Ooh, Pop9 though, still just trying to chip at his toe, prevent that recall, slow that tempo. 18 kills, 12 minutes, 1.5 kills a minute, 3.7k gold in the favor of
Otro club que ha preguntado a Fnatic es el Wolverhampton, ¿cómo?
El club es ex Premier League porque es el Wolves, que acaba de descender y que por
que bueno,
razones
compran
obvias,
los Wolves Fnatic y la afición los mata.
No va a entrar ahora mismo en ello, pero es el Wolves, ¿vale? La gente lo conocerá. Acaban de descender y tal. Y por lo que tengo entendido, también están muy interesados en eSports y de hecho han hecho ya cositas en eSports.
Sí, tienen un equipo de Valorant, creo.
Eso es.
En China, ¿no?
Eso es.
En China, creo, ¿no?
El Wolves fue el Wolves y Mouth, y ahora os doy la información de por qué han rechazado. Según mi información, vale, bueno, el club es ex.
Tío, pero no lo ha dicho, qué cabrones, tío. Porque no pone. No dice por qué, tío. Hay que ver el vídeo entero. ¿Por qué lo ha rechazado, tío? ¿Alguien lo vio?
In months. It's actually insane, and in the grand finals no less here, Logan. This is a whole different team that we're seeing on the Rift, and you're right, it is Fang and Pop9 being the star callouts. Pop9 now finishing up that quest, being able to get a little bit more gold in the pocket, a bit more movement. Look at the quest on the side difference. Secret Wars have 1 to 4 on DCG. They are so fast in this game. And if they slow down ever so slightly, it'll give a little bit more of an edge to Eddie, who's going to be able to do a little bit more as the game goes on, because once they get 3-4 items, Yunaras are pretty hard to deal with.
Yeah, Pop9 has completed that Eclipse as well and is halfway towards his next item, whereas Histo's only just completed his Sundered Sky. So that gold advantage is turning into an item advantage, is turning into damage and survivability. These fights will start to get away from Team Secret Whales if they're not more careful here. That Rift Herald up in 30, the third Drake of the game, which could be sole point for DCG, up in a minute 45. And we take a quick look at that vision. Team Secret Whales, they've got it down all in their sort of top side, but no vision in DCG's jungle. They're blind to the machinations, to the movements of what DCG want to do. Great hook.
Yeah, TP's coming out. The depth charge is going to go down, but D-Ray has to be careful, uses the flash to get out of dodge, and it could be top tower tier 1 going down as well. It's the acceleration play. They need to keep moving fast. At this point, it's going to be back to the future, because they're going to be moving so fast, we'll be seeing the future.
All 5 members of DCG used their Scryer's orbs and went, it's top. They all collapsed on that top side. They brought so much pressure. D-Ray forced to flash and escape away off that engage from Xiao C. And this is Xiao C on these engage champs. He's been involved in, 6 out of the 14 kills. It's less than 50% KP, but when he is involved, it's almost
creo que es muy difícil que tiraran esta, ¿no?
Relove DCG also pick up that Rift Herald.
Parece es típica comp con facilidad para snowbolear, ¿no? Ambos han declinado en el momento que viene el estado financiero. Hostia. Es que no lo puedo creer. Fnatic tiene 0 ofertas sobre la mesa. Fnatic ha liqueado deliberadamente esto a RFT, a ver si se cuela a alguien, ¿eh? Todos los compradores y clubes que estaban interesados en principio declinaron. Wow.
That third Drake is on the Rift. There's no vision around it just yet. But Relove DCG, I'm sure that they value it. I'm sure that they want to prioritize it. And I see them moving down because this will put them on soul point, right? This will put the game on a 5-minute timer that Team Secret Whales has to respond to. And because DCG is so accelerated, they want these fights. They want Team Secret Whales to come into them because they've got the items. They've got that gold advantage and that dragon objective advantage. And yeah, look, Team Secret Whales, I think this is the right call. I think they were smart to not contest this one, not to kind of lose some of that fight, lose more gold, give it over to DCG, and instead keep farming, keep protecting their objectives that they have on the Rift, and hopefully get ready for that 4th Drake of the game with 2nd and maybe 3rd completed items.
It's a tall order, Logan.
Bastante cabeza,
And you know what? The waiter is waiting off in the wings. You can see Secret Whales. They're trying to posture, saying, "We'll take the check as soon as possible," because they need to close out something. But it's also Relove DCG.
Van en la plaza de los buenos, oficinas, ¿no? Y cosas así, pero no mucho más. La cagaron. Tendrían que haberlo vendido cuando valían algo.
Not the best trade for Secret Whales, but now they're looking at Fang. Could be looking for a little bit more, but instead, you can see Secret Whales are trying to be proactive in these fights, but it is DCG so far ahead. They don't have to fight if they don't want to. They know where they need to put their gold, and it's just around objectives.
Yeah, and most of their gold is in Feng as it stands. He has a 3k gold lead over Eddie.
Sería increíble que lo comprara Ocelote.
A full completed item as well. Sorry, nearly another completed item as Eddie has.
No hay sorteo, hijo, ya están los partidos.
And that belt as well,
es por
which
seeding.
is so important when that Yunara pops that ultimate, the next 4 autos.
Estos juegan contra K-Corp y
These items
T1 contra Team
It's
Liquid.
spiral out of control, I feel, for DCG, right? That 6k gold lead spells full-blown items.
Y el resto, pues cuando acabe el
They're
MD.
not to get trapped
O sea,
behind
cuando
that
acabe el
T-Ray
play-in.
wall. They're on the retreat. They don't want to get caught as Florin. Ooh, I thought he might have found Pun there, but Pun sidesteps it nicely, Pike. And we just take a look at the rift, right? There's vision, but it's all Team Secret Whales in their own jungle. There's a little bit in DCG's bot side, but it's not in those positions where you can see the junglers crossing that river. So DCG still has fantastic access to Team Secret Whales, and they need to be careful, because if DCG invades and they're not seen on that vision, they could get a pick onto his toe and win that all-important 4th Drake in 2.5 minutes, or that Baron, which is up in 30 seconds.
Look, if I'm DCG in this situation, I'm looking at that dragon. Like, Baron would be nice, don't get me wrong, but a Mountain Soul on a Nautilus and a Cassante? Yeah, you're never killing them. They will live every time. Like, there is nothing you can do. No amount of armor penetration is going to kill this Cassante. So, you know what? That's where I'd have to be thinking we're going to see a lot of that priority from DCG, because the Baron, regardless, up in 10 seconds, it's always going to be available. It's going to be there. One good team fight means they can choose. They have their pick of the litter. As now they're starting to siege up. Like, this is just what DCG can do. The 6k gold lead now is accelerated further. And again, the Rift Herald's now used. Going to get that charge. It breaks the tier 2. Now they're looking for a fight. The Glacial Fish is used. Looking for another walk as the charge. There's TP from Florin. Looking for more. Here's Toes low. Equalizer gets dropped onto a lot of members. Cataclysm down. It's just not enough damage. They're all so healthy, Logan. You just can't do anything. Now they could start to look up towards Baron, because they just used half their ultimates and flashes and they got no one.
Yeah, I mean, Florin TPing in there, getting that massive TP shield as well for that completed top lane role quest.
Se supone que a las 5 M es el de Kakor, sí. ¿Habrá fichado Loud al Sinatra este de Estral? Tiene pinta de que sí, ¿eh? Madre de Dios, qué día, chicos. Tétrico. Lo que se nos viene.
At 20 kills. It's woe is me. It's slowed down to 1 kill a minute here.
No después poner el de T1, pues no lo sé. Cuando salió el de, o sea, yo he visto como las dos opciones. Capaz que ni lo han decidido, ¿sabes?
Minute, actually. You know what? Maybe not less than that. In the next, like, 47 seconds. I'm going to give them that. As soon as that dragon spawns, there's going to be an all-out brawl, and we'll be right back on track. But still, they're getting that good vision around in the river, down towards this bot side. They don't need to worry, but this could be a case of maybe you look to flip. Maybe DCG go up to the Baron instead, and don't look for the soul point. They give over 1. They're in no hurry for this. But they still need to keep this movement and progression fast, as Eddie trying to get some damage. Here's Pop9, but Histo has found them. Flag and Drake just missed, but no, Pop9 wants more. Good kick. The Dragon's range is too much. Fang blows them up into oblivion. There's the Glacial Fissure going out.
Don Eddie nada al parera.
Hits Eddie. It's not going to be enough, so all out onto Pun, trying to keep them at bay. And sorry, BA, you are just gone. The damage is too much. The hooks are too strong. DCG are unrelenting in game 2. They could be looking to close this one out right here, right now, and it's a completely different.
Hostia, de pinta, hijo, no sé. Yo, la verdad, ya no, es que ni me da para pensar en eso ya. Además, a día de hoy no tenemos ni stream.
They have come from the deep. DCG brought their sharpened spears, and it is Pop9. It is Fang in the arsenal. They take the team fight, they take the inhibitor turret, and they will take this Mountain Drake to claim Mountain Soul for themselves. They have just officially become absolutely unkillable, and it was off the back of this beautiful flash Dragon's Rage kick from Pop9 on the Lee Sin, delivering his toe to the rest of DCG, who were able to execute him. Now, Eddie, he did his best. He tried to avoid DCG, but ooh.
They're wanting something, Logan. They want the damage. It is DCG looking for more. The Cataclysm's not enough. Fang picked up Pun, and it's 4 members strong for Secret Wales trying to hold on, but this is a force that cannot be reckoned with. Florin is after more. Fang's looking for the flank. Is it going to be enough? As D-Ray's getting caught. Petrifying Gaze is good. Into the egg she goes. It's not going to be enough. Fang does the damage, has the moves. His toes running for their life, but there is nowhere safe on the Rift in this game. His toe flags away, but cannot survive much longer, as it is one whale versus a crossroads of destiny, and it is going to be a Baron heading over to DCG with 11k gold lead.
This gold lead is bigger than what Team Secret Wales won their first game with. DCG applying the pressure across the Rift. They win the team fight convincingly.
Ni ha jugado este mapín las ballenas, Vale, sí que tienen peligro Deep Cross en este tipo de mapas, ¿no? Once Me Shift, es verdad que puede cambiar en cualquier momento,
But they just take Pun out early. Fang and Pop9 pair up. They get themselves that 5v4 advantage. And then I like Fang's decision here. He goes down and around and comes over the wall. He pincer maneuvers the rest of Team Secret Wales, and they are left to the Wolves. DCG collapse. His toe, lucky to get away with those flag and drags, able to avoid that dredge line, which certainly would have been his death. And we take a look at that damage. It is Fang, Fang, Fang. He's just got the protection. He's just got the front line. He's got the gold. He's got the items. 4 completed now. It's a full item over Eddie, despite being down just a little bit in that CS. He's up 13-1.
Should not have hit. It disaster, but Chassis is tanking up quite a lot. Is a bit too much as Eddie picks up another kill in return, but a little bit too much heat is still happening for the Secret Wales. The flag is cancelling that. They get the GA. His turns to the back line. Cataclysm want to fake, but he's Valkyrie over the wall. It's too much damage. It's still a lot for the Wales to handle, but it is DCG holding on and pushing further forward. The Baron lead is still in effect. The Secret Wales need to retreat. They're just too low. That shot was massive. It was just one auto attack.
Pues folladón criminal.
Health bar, Logan, and it's just a little bit too much fire. The oil of the whales.
Muy fácil, chicos.
Looking at their first inhib. Now they're looking at their second. They have the Baron. It's a 2k Baron play. 23 kills to 7 for DCG. They could be looking to close this one out right here and now as they're looking at the Nexus towers. Fang has so much damage in the belt. It's just going forward. It's too much. Fang here. GA is still up and available. This is a totally different team that we've seen. All split long, and they're taking the whales to the cleaners. We're going to game 3.
Ahora ha sido bastante fácil esta partida, Snowball clásico. El draft era algo mejor, tal vez. Pero bueno, está bien saber que no es una diferencia abismal, ¿no? Entre equipos. Pienso yo. Pienso yo que no hay mucha diferencia. Esto iba a subir lo de UCAM de ayer, porque si no... Final del EMEA Masters Spring 2026. Solari versus Gladiols. Planes Makeshift. Tiger completamente Prime. ¿Cómo molaría igual que un mundial de Maulas, un MSI de Maulas, tío? Eso sí que sería increíble. Para mí puede volver perfectamente a LEC. Considero que tiene nivel. En fin. Life, gente, life. Un road to Maul SI. ¿Qué tal, Mario Ranon? ¿Está que te hago algo? Sí, ir al MSI. De hecho, bueno, pasar el play-in. A ver si publico el... Bueno, ya he publicado la del MA. Pero Purvi, ¿esa mierda qué es, tío? Sí, es un remix del Expedition, Magno. Es la de Alicia esta, pero un remix. Turu, tu, 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 turu. Turu, turu, tu, tu, tu. Turun, turun, tun, tun, tun. No sé si puedo hacer la miniatura.
Logan, game number 3. Some interesting drafts are back on the table once again. Malphite is finally back after.
Por fin Malphite está finally back. Nada mal que ha habido el remismo de Mario, Pero creo que hoy no se había suscrito nadie, ¿no? Bueno, estoy tan en la puta mierda más absoluta que ni me he dado cuenta de pedir los primes. Seguro que hay algunos sin usar y ni lo ha usado la gente. Madre de Dios.
That's all right. I think Rakan has some better skins than that, if I'm being paired. It's only good if it's paired with Desire with the Cosmic. Like, that's the only way it really works together. Like, I want to see something a little bit nice. Like, you got the Sweetheart skins too. Like, we can get some more. But you know what? We're in the finals, Logan. We're not worrying about the skins. We're worrying about the plays. Because D-Ray is kind of suffering.
Grande Adri Taker. Sí, señor. Sí, señor. Bueno, es una furgoneta en realidad. Es la que usa mi padre para trabajar. Muchas gracias. Que no me han contestado los cagamierdas si quieren jugar hoy o qué, tío. Me parece una locura, No han contestado si quieren jugar hoy los cagamierdas, tío. Equipo rotísimo, loco.
Is one of the single most powerful spikes in the game, right? Because it unlocks another ability, so you need to take advantage of it while you have it and your opponent doesn't, which is why you'll see these players back off the moment their opponent gets that extra ability. As D-Ray, oh, mate, doing well to keep up with CS, but not the health bar.
No, look, and that's fine. I think you're going to get an early reset here. Victor is going to be very aggressive early on, but this is the thing. Victor is one of these champions that will scale incredibly well.
Urbi barra baja LOL.
Victor is one of the scariest mid laners where they do some of the most damage out of the mid lane.
Dicen, en puedo hasta las 9 que hay mundial. Yo, me parece perfecto,
Ticking time clock, not just for the lady of clockwork. It's for this Victor who will come online, and Hongshu has proven already.
A ver si es un fan del LOL, Leos. ¿Cómo va a ser, no? Se la cuenta solo no jugar al LOL, ¿no? No jugar al Valorant y ya.
Yeah, they got the better of that little trade there on the bot side. Feng and Xiaoxi forced to kind of back away. But this Victor in the mid lane is trying to force Orianna to join the glorious evolution. And right now it's working. D-Ray
Vamos, Dyer.
healing potions the moment he starts to lose these trades, as is Hongshu. This is some very aggressive trading. But if we take a look at those junglers, his toe in his top side, Pop9 in his bot side, he's headed to that bot. I would have to imagine that it's to protect Fang and Xiaoxi, both of them below that 50% health bar mark. Maybe if
ya he subido el vídeo de ayer de la final del MA para el que no lo haya visto.
Respond. The first Drake of the game up in a minute's time, so they'll be jockeying for lane priority soon enough, right? Because
tendrá un hashtag y ya, ¿no?
If you start snowballing those jungle objectives, it can
cabeza ya, señores. Vamos de ayer.
D-Ray though has to be careful.
Yeah, no, it's nice to see them shove it in, but it is still Fang that they are going to be happy to farm up underneath this tower.
Tiene que empezar el solo Q de genios, chicos. En Corea. Ya he preguntado a Lion que cuándo van nuestros chavales. Va también José, que esas partidas siempre se suelen ver bastante. Pero Shadow, cabrón. Shadow, ¿qué dijimos, Shadow? Shadow, ¿qué dijimos, Shadow? Muchas gracias, Shadow. ¿Qué te dije, Shadow? Muchas gracias, crack. Menudo degenerado, ¿eh? Te dije que no había que remar más, Shadow. Muchas gracias, tío. Encuentro fatal, me duele la espalda. Coicita sin subterian en celo. Oye, Pabli. Por favor, Cabeza. Casi volvemos al siglo XIII, ¿eh? Chicos, respeto a Cardenete que tiene que hacer el horario del MSI, ¿eh? Esperemos que haga un buen horario del MSI, ¿eh? Le dejé mi prima Gemita. Bueno, es otro más, ¿no? Respeto a Cardenete que queremos que haga un buen horario del MSI de casteo, ¿eh?
His toe, that sustain coming out of that Xin Zhao, flashing forward with that beautifully timed knock up, almost gets Pop 9, and he has to back away. And if this is how the fights are going to go for the rest of the game, Pop 9 needs to be careful. His toe on this Xin Zhao needs to be respected. This is one of his favorite picks. This is one of his better picks. He knows how to play this right.
Hay loser, Pablo Imán. De hecho, hay que ganar 3 series. Porque hay como 2 finales, ¿sabes? O sea, tú ganas 2, llegas a la final. El que gana por abajo ahí tiene que ganar 2 rondas y llega a la final. Y luego hay un partido por ver quién pasa. Es como los grupos del EMEA Master del año pasado, ¿os acordáis? Qué locura a nivel 4 del tren del hype, ¿eh? Sí, señor, ¿eh? ¿Listo? Nah, ballenazo gordo, ¿eh? Ballenazo gordo, ballenazo gordo, ballenazo gordo.
How did his toe not die? He kept going and going and going. This is why he's the LCP MVP. He gets the drag.
La final es Temu T1. No, pero Temu no juega play-in. Son los que de LCP. Temu está directamente en el main event.
He's at less than 10% health and he goes, I don't care. He aggresses forward onto Hongshu, who he knows doesn't have the flash from that earlier fight in the mid lane. So that is just clean play from Team Secret Wales. 3 kills to 0, 1.5k gold, and the grubs are up in 30 seconds. His toe is running this rift right now. Pike, this is great.
Por el first
I'm
stand,
so
sí, sí.
excited. We're back.
We expected this though. If Histo gets this Xin Zhao, this is the big.
Ya verán, está hecho así, chicos, es lo que hay.
Over just the regular split on this Xin Zhao. That's 5 games still, so it's a pretty good statistic to have. But they've also got a KDA of 3.4, so they know how to play this champion. They love to get these early leads and be very aggressive. So we expect Histo to be running this game a little bit more, and Pop 9 is trying to respond, trying to retaliate. Is okay, getting caught out in this bot side. Eddie has to be careful, but the shields are good. A lot of damage still coming out. Deadly Flourish does just miss, but not enough. But still, you got to worry if Histo is in these fights. You probably can't fight as DCG at the moment. They have a 1,000 gold lead on themselves. They've almost finished first item, and it's only 8 minutes.
Yeah, they very nearly got that Sundered Sky, but it is only 8 minutes. It is only a 1.5k gold lead, which will be reduced when they take these grubs. Florin has rotated down. Oh, Xiaoxi might be caught here.
Oh, no, it does just get off to the side. Let's see if they can pull them back out, as it could be looking for a dive here. They need to clear out the wave. BA has to flash, but they picked up one.
Don Eddie.
BA's got the damage. The Deadly Flourish goes forward, waiting for the little bullets to come
Joder,
back
qué
up,
locura,
and Eddie's just like, easily
bueno, los dos primeros mapas han sido Stomp prácticamente y este también, ¿no?
Wow, was it worth the Void Grubs?
¿Cómo va a ir 0-2 Hongsuo y la Boden también 0-2?
That gold lead has crept up to 2.4k. 2 more kills in the pocket of Team Secret Wales.
Cabeza.
1 over to BA, 1 over to Eddie. That is an accelerated bot lane compared to their opponents of Feng and Xiaoxi. And it all started here. BA just playing with Xiaoxi. The Deadly Flourish landing 2 shots, able to hit Xiaoxi, and Feng takes the 4th, but BA I love it. He just runs forward. He's willing to take that tower shot, and 4 members of Team Secret Wales in the area. They didn't need to be.
Cabeça,
My
chicos.
goodness, if that's what Team Secret Wales is going to do every time, how does DCG compete?
Ooh. Yeah, quickness already being used here as Histo's going forward. Very aggressive. Shockwave is good. D-Ray picking up their first kill of the game. They're going to be looking for more as Fang wants a little bit more. Lightning Crash is used. Histo has the aggression and the prowess of a tiger as they're going forward. Histo cannot do more than that. This is a flash out of the Wukong. Eddie picking up another kill. Histo is running this game like a book.
His toe was styling on them. He was stutter stepping. He stopped attacking and was like, you can hit me all you want. Eddie will take you to task and get the kill. Oh my goodness. Where's this his toe in game 2? Because it doesn't even look like
Durete.
Top 9 can compete. He's down a full level. He's still only half that Triforce where his toe has that sundered sky. Eddie has a completed item. BA has a completed item. There's advantages in almost every single lane except topside.
Well, yeah, don't worry about topside. We haven't been there in a long
Pues no, clasifican equipos con mínimo un número y una letra. Pero Leo, si se va a clasificar igual G2, coño. No me jodas, Leos. G2 no necesita ninguna norma para clasificarse. Mi Tijuana ha sido merecido top 2.
And we've seen Florin do it before. Oh.
MCOI 3, no, pero tiene muchas letras, ¿no? Sería M3 o K3. Por fin Cloud9 va al mundial, chicos. Por fin Cloud9 vuelve a ir a un MSI. MK01, ¿no?
Another reason why he is the LCP MVP. He has that bloodthirst, but he has that tempered bloodthirst. As his bot side's going again.
More and more, Eddie. Deadly Flourish actually hits there as the curtain does get called, and let's see if the show will start up. The lightning crash is good. One more shot will do it, but BA says that's fine with me as they jump over the wall. It's just too much, and they are still chasing. BA has no fear. Xiaoxi has to be so careful. One false step will be as the grand entrance, just avoiding as much as possible. But wow, 9 kills to 0 for Secret Wales. They have 5k gold up at 12.5 minutes, Logan.
Yeah, it's not a kill a minute, but it is every kill over to Team Secret Wales right now. Relove DCG struggling to find
Chicos, por favor,
And it was all here. His toe started
Me espero que votéis cartucho físico, por favor.
Probably just wanted to push DCG away, started to get the better of that trade and went, you know what? We could win this fight. Unfortunately, Eddie whiffs that third bullet, but it was still enough for BA to be able to, sorry, the second bullet, but the third one landing, let BA come in and get that kill. The bot lane of Team Secret Wales, 30 CS up.
Hay calentaditas, Leos.
5 kills up over Feng and Xiaoxi. If this keeps up, Feng and Xiaoxi are going to have no impact. BA's on the top lane.
Yeah, why not? Like Florin, yeah, goes mega, but got taken to half health just for funsies by Eddie. This is just sheer domination. This is why we see these teams picking up the Jin. In tow, it is so hard to deal with. You have the safety of the shields, but you have the damage of the Jin, and be able to sit so far back and just smacking them. There's not much you can do. Yes, DCG. Oh, it's a big fight as the Cyclone's being popped. Histo wants more damage. Pop 9 has to be very careful. Xiaoxi jumping on through, but it's just not enough as BA just flashed over the wall. So did D-Ray. They want to go for Hongshu a little bit more as the damage is good. D-Ray locking it down. Histo is just the support carry of this team because they do not even want the kills at this point. They're so fed, they're happy to give it over to other members.
I mean, this is a 305 Karma support. Hongshu's doing everything he can. Look at that damage. It's more than anyone else on Team Secret Wales. But, oh, good engage from Xiaoxi.
¿Y esta barbaridad?
Oh, there's the unstoppable.
Primera kill, chicos. Tío, qué locura la serie cuando va avanzando la partida, Y todavía es minuto 14, Oh, me gusta ese champion, Ojalá que se vea un poco más. ¿No tengo una foto con el de... Hemos hecho una foto con el de la izquierda del todo. Del Salque. Ya van a Corea, chicos. Pronto solo Q de genios de G2. Y con las camisetitas de Winamax, chicos.
As it all started here, I think Team Secret Wales is getting a little cocky. They're getting a little overconfident. Yeah, they had the 3 members here, but D-Ray was so deep on his own that 3 members of Relove DCG were able to collapse and take him out. They commit the TP. They know they've got this mid lane pressure. They know they've got the push. The ult out of Pun, it didn't do too much damage. It was more of a disruption. So DCG knew with those almost full health bars that they could keep pushing down that mid lane, and Eddie walks up from the safety, and look, Florin thinks he's got the angle here, but
qué lamentable que haya entrado esa bala,
able to get around Florin. No movement either, because Florin assumed that he would be there to block it, so it's nice to get something back. But DCG showing excellent signs.
¿Cómo era la anécdota? Yo es que no me acuerdo cómo era originalmente, Leos.
Yes, DCG, they've got some kills, they've got some push, but Team Secret Wales still comfortable. They're large and in charge with that 2.7k gold lead.
Yeah, it's a good gold lead as well, and Eddie is a big factor in that. As okay, Fang, just what is going on? Eddie is just on a rampage, 405 right now, 2.3k gold up on Fang. And this Zeri, yeah, had a good play before, but there was a little bit more as now. Florin has to be careful. They're already at half health, and Eddie's got some damage behind them. That Storm Razor is working, and now they're going to break open the mid.
Yeah, they saw what DCG did in their mid lane, and they are turning it around, but notably Eddie soloed Feng as well. He's 70 CS down. He's 2.5k gold down. Eddie has completed 2 full items to Feng's 1.5. So that item advantage and that level advantage, Pike. Feng on 9, Eddie on 12. How do you compete with that in that 1v1 matchup? This aggression coming out of Team Secret Wales, this initiative coming out of Team Secret Wales, it's overwhelming DCG now as Team Secret Wales take themselves to that sole point. 5-minute win con. TikTok DCG, you need to find an answer.
Yeah, TikTok, but it's hard when the controller of clocks is D-Ray, the clockwork lady, doing work as best they can. And now Pun up here looking to verse Florin, but here comes his toe. So the damage is now going to be available. Nah pushes him back. Unstoppable Force sends them forward, and now it's a mini Nah. How do you really get away? Oh, they're just too quick, and they can't commit the fight. They're on soul point, like you said, so the clock is on for 4 minutes. Baron is up in 2 minutes, just as good of an objective, if any. Second coach comms coming out of Seal means that they are getting that important coach information of what they need to be doing, because we have seen Secret Wales, they've gotten leads, and then it is DCG that knows how to sort of bring it back a little bit more. So one big fight could turn the tides.
Increíble.
Wales know how to weather those storms.
That's it. They've come from pressure environments deeper than these. They are built for moments like this. They are made for this here, Pikers. Feng just clearing this wave out. And Hongsu, he's the scaling monster that DCG can put their hopes in. If they're able to feed
No hay Alfredo hoy.
gold, if they're able to
Jueves y... No, miércoles y jueves.
I do
¿Cómo fue este?
believe that Hongsu on this Victor could be what DCG needs.
We don't have as much going here because we usually eat in the other room, so this is mostly just like the only thing I use for the kitchen area is this thing.
This thing.
On the oven there's like a clock, so I can check what time
Hay un reloj en el horno,
it is.
así que puedo mirar la hora que es.
Phone, so this is where I check the time usually. So when I wake up, I don't really know how much time it is, and I have to check either these two. So it's a pretty nice view. I mean, there's a construction work downstairs.
Qué locura, tío. Bueno, cuando me despierto tengo que ver qué hora es en el horno, porque no me he traído un móvil. Es increíble que lo usara como despertador. Sí, o sea, en la anécdota muchas veces se dice eso.
The problem is, though, Pike, they committed 3 ultimates for that. The support, the mid laner, the jungler, 3 ults for just D-Ray.
Qué locura Capsito, tío.
Burn his flash, he still has his TP, so he is
¿Vosotros si fuerais a un mundial no llevaríais el teléfono?
He has those 2 items, he has that proto belt, he has that mobility, so I think he's just going to come back out on the Rift.
Yo igual me lo dejaba sospechosamente.
Really nothing on the Rift that they're going to contest for. They weren't going to go for that Baron as it is anyway, but Feng, he's looking for every possible opportunity he can to get gold. His toes found Chassis.
Yeah, he's also found Pop 9 too. He's also found Florin at this point as the Deadly Flourish is good. Looking for a little bit more as the Crescent Guard's even nicer. Wind becomes Lightning, not going to finish off Xiaoxi. Curtain Call goes out. Flashes are not enough, and Xiaoxi is able to get out of dodge. Unstoppable Force is not going to get it done. Flashes over the wall to secure it. They really wanted to take this lover off the map. Histo now trying to regroup with the team. Pun caught out a little bit too far overextended and probably going to go down for their troubles. The mountain could not last long enough, but a dragon up in a minute and a half. Cooldowns end.
Cabeza head.
Up, but still a good tit for tat from DCG.
Yeah, I do like DCG's play there, though. Xiaoxi forced Team Secret Whales to overextend. It dragged Pun deeper than he doubtlessly originally intended, right? They were hoping to get that pick onto Xiaoxi and retreat and bail and not give anything back over to DCG. So I do like their resilience in the face of this push. As we see it here, his toe finds 3, and in the face of 3, he still back to life.
He does not care. He's looking for damage. Cyclone's been used, but is it going to be enough? Is Pop not trying to hold on? Hongshu, but it's a big crash. Is it going to be enough? Fangs in the heat of it, but could not hold on. A double kill for his toe. And they're looking for is the shutdown is good.
Pues vallenazo gordo, chicos. España pecho fríos, hombre. En general, casi toda la historia sí, ¿no? ¿Leos? Hay que ponerse un calentador de pecho, tío. Very important.
Los chalecos que tenemos aquí nos ayudan a recuperar de una manera más eficiente al jugador, reduciendo la temperatura corporal.
Que se ponen pecho frío de verdad, tú.
Y a partir de ello los ponemos para intentar que la fatiga se retarde un poquito y que luego la recuperación sea más rápida.
Si te pones un chaleco de pecho frío, ¿no hay tanta fatiga? No me lo puedo creer. No. Auténticos pecho fríos, chicos,
They get that Baron and the soul is up, but I have to imagine DCG is going to go for it. And here's where it kicked off. Histo was just getting the scuttle crab. Florin thought he found an angle, couldn't even go mega before he died.
O sea, tendría que... O sea, si vas a jugar a 40 grados, ¿qué haces entrenando con un pecho frío, tío?
I don't know, into the oblivion at this point because his toe is just so strong. And we're going back to live once again. Curtain Call has been pulled. Unstoppable Force goes forward, just sending out the shots. D-Ray
qué barbaridad, tío. Quitando, que Ferran se lo quito, Ferran y alguno más, Qué barbaridad, No se puede jugar un mundial sin un Puyol, sin un Andrés Siniestra. Tío, falta gente con aurilla, tío. Solo tiene aurilla de Lamine Yamal, chicos. Solo tiene aurilla Lamine Yamal y porque su sueño es tener un pulpo de mascota. No se puede ir a un mundial así, chicos, de verdad. ¿Puedes creer que no te seguía? No me jodas, Somoy. Qué locura, muchas gracias, Pues ahora lo sigues también. A ver, es raro, ¿no? Hay mucha gente que no le da a seguir, también te digo. Pasa mucho. Es que lo del chaleco de pecho frío a mí personalmente me está ofendiendo y me tiltea una puta barbaridad. ¿Visto? Madre de Dios, el pibe este. Iban rollo bilibili, sí, 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 sí. Podremos cantar ¿Dónde está Españita? Españita, ¿dónde está? ¿Dónde está Españita? Homenaje a Friobi. Lo que estoy es un poco afónico, tío. Cabeza,
I mean, they didn't even have to go for that, but they did. Feng goes over the wall. Pun is tanky. He pops the thumbs up. Look at this. Feng is just free-firing on Pun for a good 10 seconds, and he just starts to recall in his face. He lived long enough for his toe to get there, and then his toe has the damage. Pun has the ult. Oh, it's devastating. Pun was playing with his food before he devoured it.
LGD no notificó a Young Coxis que lo iban a reemplazar hasta el día que se supone que tenía que ir a Wuhan para las finales de la LPL. Tang Yuan y Genk deberían quedarse 100% en el equipo. Hay un 50% de chance de que peinen a Saoye por el nivel. Y el consenso general es que Burdol lo hizo muy bien, así que podría quedarse. Pobre Young Coxis, chicos.
They've got enough. They know DCG is racing back out onto the Rift to repel them. Team Secret Wales, they know their limits. They don't want to overextend. They don't want to flip the game here. But Pike, if I had to call an MVP for this game, it is his toe. All day, every day. That man is aggression in the face of the entire team of Pop 9. Pop 9, he's trying to find those angles. He's trying to find those plays. He's getting onto the back line, but he's not able to do enough damage. Eddie, 8-0. 15. Histo, 10-1-10. He's been involved in 20 out of the 29 kills. Team Secret Wales have been securing more than 1 kill a minute on their own. This is the bloodiest game we've seen as Xiaoxi spotted out with that deep flank by D-Ray there. Team Secret Wales.
Voy a estaría. Vaya palizón este mapine. También frenaron justo donde Koi perdió el contra G2. Ya, es bastante, saben mucho, chicos. El daño que nos ha hecho esa partida de Koi no lo podéis imaginar, ¿eh? Declaraciones de Gumayusi en el M6, pero ¿para qué lo voy a poner si no lo entendemos? Gumayusi, soy Gumayusi de Hangwa. Esta vez seremos nosotros quienes vayamos al M6. Este vídeo fue grabado a petición del propio Gumayusi y además... En realidad no le dieron a la cámara, pero más nada, tío. Lo ha hecho por puro marketing, ¿no? Y se ha puesto a bailar. ¿Qué cojones, tío? Nah, va desatado, chicos, ¿eh? Quiere unos likes. Qué locura, tío.
Every single one of them, at least 3 completed items, and not even Feng has, you know, he's got the 3 there as well, but Eddie with 4, 70 CS up, the level advantage is at least 3 in the AD role alone.
Che, que es lo contenta que se pone ahora ella cuando se ve.
Estoy pasando both these vídeos de Ayuni. ¿Quién es Ayuni? ¿Uzi quiere ser padre? Bucis quiere ser padre, chicos, Qué grande. No, no es broma lo del marcador, no. No es broma, no. Es un palizón histórico. ¿Qué tal, Oreki? Lo siento mal por el pobre Fenge. Ha intentado quitear lo más grande, pero... You can't.
Nothing that they could do. Now they found Florin on the middle lane, trying to do it to keep the current call hits. Eddie is holding on 9 kills to 0, and they can walk down this mid lane with the Baron and end this game. Smiles across the board.
No sabemos quién sea la madre, tío. Eso es verdad,
And they will take us to series point. They want to be the undeniable champions of the LCP. They've just got one more game to prove it, but the Whales are after blood and they will see as much as they want. 35 kills, 14.
Qué puta fumada, tío. Vaya draft del ballenismo, Va a mear, anda. Para putos naulazos, tío. Es loco el barro que hay en esta liga, ¿eh? No tiene pero ningún tipo de sentido, ¿eh? ¿Cómo cojones puede haber tanto barro en esta liga, chicos? Va a haber bootcamps sin midlaner, ¿cómo? Ha ido la naranja. ¿Está espica? Ande, Peñasquito. No, es más 5,5. ¿Habrá midlaner o qué?
I feel like they're just gonna sacrifice Fang, right? They're like, you know what? He's not worth any gold anyway. You can have him.
Está el James este.
Going to other lanes. Florin stomping Pun in this top side. Pop 9 showing up.
Al final el Reti ha renovado en las tostadas, ¿no? Esto es un barrazo gordo, ¿eh? Qué idea de olla, ¿eh?
Just to keep him from recalling, because he knows more members of DCG are around, and even that last tower shot, not enough to take him out. Clean as you please. His toe, a little too tanky there, but Pop 9 able to get something back off the backside.
Claro, pero igual ya lo tienen, ¿sabes? Igual ellos sí que lo tienen. Igual está y de repente en la bootcamp está Spyrax. Igual de repente está Spyrax.
That's a bit disastrous for the side of DCG. Eddie's just picking up so much agency on this champion.
I love that. They're like, oh, okay, Pun, you're falling behind a bit. Go bot, farm Fang. And like he gets the gold of Fang. He turns around on a Pop 9. And then Eddie's like, oh,
tienen que hacer un truquito, no, por Dios.
Farm Fang one more time.
Puto joda, que no van a pasar eso, coño.
As we see the replay, and it's just smart vision play here.
Tío, esto es un barro pero histórico, ¿eh? No tengo un dolor de cabeza y unas ganas de cortarme las pelotas, tío. Hay un rumor de que es Spirax, Sanakantu. Ha cargado a Faimini ya. Ha cargado a Faimini, que es un vividor, por lo visto. Por eso a veces no jugaba. Parece normal. Otra vez es pica perjudicado por estar en un equipo de vividor.
I called it at the start. This center pick is so strong at the moment. There is a reason why people are even calling it not just S tier, it could be Z tier. I've seen a lot of TikToks on this champion being so impactful and so dangerous in this game because the static shift is completed. They're heading towards a black cleaver. D-Ray, that's a dangerous spot as you could go for a little bit more. Crystal Arrow doesn't get hit. Flash comes out. Tibbers is still charging forward. One more hit will do it, but Tibbers can't lock it down.
A ver si el backstrike puede cagar mierdas. Que somos una mierda. Cuidado la naranja, Creo que hay no sé, sí que hay bastante diferencia entre las ballenas y Deep Cross, ¿Y eso, Leos? Ya, pero se iba a jubilar igual, ¿no? ¡Es marroquí, Alfredo Duro!
Bueno, ¿qué? Los del 8-0. Los del 8-0 contentos, Contentos los del 8-0 del ridículo que habéis hecho, ¿verdad? Contentitos los del 8-0. Sacamos pechito con el 8-0. ¿8-0 para qué? ¿8-0 para qué, Que esto no es la Champions, que esto es un mundial, los del 8-0, que esto no es la Champions, donde hacéis el ridículo un año y otro año y otro año, que esto es un mundial, los del 8-0, que esto es un mundial, Los del 8-0, que ahora ya no es 8-0, que ahora ya es 8-1, y mira por dónde, el único que se salva es el del 1, porque si al final del mundial coméis paella los del 8-0 es gracias a Cucurella, la paella la vais a comer gracias a Cucurella, porque los otros 8, los del 8-0, Tororó, con Cabo Verde, los del 8-0.
No me lo puedo creer, tío. ¡Alfredo Duro marroquí!
The downside, Eddie has a
No me lo puedo
3.4k
creer.
gold lead alone on this center. So now it comes down to who can get on top of center first, because Eddie's damage is looking pretty good. The counter-strike does go forward, Cleanse is even better. Wild Growth looking for the damage, but Eddie has able to
No me lo
back
puedo
in,
creer.
back out. Florin holding on, his toes low. Dawning Shadow hits no one. It's not enough. Now D-Ray's coming to join this fight. Is there going to be damage? The Encore hits one. It's on to Pop 9. The slows are good. Here comes everyone. D-Ray's able to do a pun. Is on this fight, but now Pop 9
¿Y este ballenazo?
He's trying to look at this backside. He's trying to pull the flight away. Pop 9
Hombre, Peñasquito, claro.
locks him in. Puns all alone, but now Eddie's here trying to hold them back.
Bienvenido al 2026.
No mana on Florin, and it's a very long fight, but it comes up good for Secret Wales.
A ver, es un provocador, coño. Es lo que hay. Está ahí provoking y disfrutando. A 9 de volver al siglo XIII, chicos. Sí se puede. Ojalá que esta tarde haga mierdismo, si no, no sé. Haré la mítica de irme al río, sentarme y mirar al horizonte durante 2 horas.
Pun. Yeah, a little bit more. Pop 9 picked up Pun there, but looks like it's already done. They don't even want to show it, so that's okay. They just bring out this fight a little bit more, and still, it's Eddie with this complete control.
Así es, Peñasquito.
You're alive.
Lo que pasa cuando la vida no nos sonríe, ¿no?
Living is living. Whether you live by 1 health or 100 health, you live, and you've got to be happy with that as Pop 9 to not give more over as D-Ray.
Yeah, D-Ray wants more as the Wild Growth's been used, especially with a Dragon up in 50 seconds. It's a pretty long cooldown. Flash is burnt as well. Now they've stolen away the Wild Growth, using that hijack to get a little bit more, but now, the question is, where do they go? Seal using the third and final coach comms in this game. They clearly have an idea of what to do. Also, it's a Hex Tech Soul, this game here, Logan. It's an aggressive one. The movement through the tunnels is going to be so important.
Yeah, being able to get out onto the rift so much faster is a significant advantage, but it's all been Team Secret Wales so far. So let's slow it down. Let's take a look at the state of the game. It's 1 Drake apiece. Team Secret Wales, they have 2 grubs to DCG's 1, so they're not doing too bad in terms of jungle objectives. But, all right.
Beautiful as the return fire. The Timbers does go out. D-Ray did get taken somewhat low, but needs to be careful.
Okay.
Growth is still available. Dragon is now up though, Logan, so this is where they're going to start to look for a little bit more of a fight, because the wave clear out of Eddie is really hard to handle when Ash and Fang just still doesn't have an item. No,
yeah, Fang just now completes the Kraken Slayer as Team Secret Wales has started up that 3rd Drake of the game. They're so confident they're going to take this. BA backs away, as does Eddie, because it's like, here's Toe, you're fine, you've got this, you've got your Kindle Gem, you've got your belt, you are tanky enough, and we know where DCG is, but it was very rude of them to interrupt me with that fight breaking out. I was trying to, give a lay of the land, a summary of the rift as it
Hay un vídeo de Paqueta bailando. Si soy ese literal esado, te lo digo, eh.
Rift Herald here too, Pike. They want it all. They're not letting up the pressure.
Look, the crazy thing here is his toe's not there. Pop 9 was, but they weren't able to contest. No one else on the side of DCG was available to make that fight. So Pop 9 just said, I have to back out, guys. I'm sorry, there's 4 members strong. They'll run me over. So it's just showing the sheer numbers. They trusted his toe to get the dragon, and then they said, we'll just go to the rift and see what happens. And yeah, they came up with the goods.
Yeah, I mean, really good cross-map play there. They were able to get both of those jungle objectives. As I was trying to say that,
La Liga de la Liga de la Shell.
Jungle, Pop 9 is out CSing his toe. He is out
Entendible.
Him, but Team Secret Wales, they absolutely shut me down right in the phrase of it. They secure that 3rd Drake. They secure that Rift Herald. They are able to drop it whenever they choose and crack open another tower. But let's take
Lo sé, Serpe. Mañana a las 10, ¿no?
20 CS up over
Mañana a las 10.
30 CS up, Hongshu 20 CS up, right? It's not like DCG doesn't have the tools to come back into this. They still have a strong top jungle and mid laner that if they're able to work in concert, if they're able to bring a fair 5v5 to Team Secret Wales, I genuinely believe that they will be able to win a team fight and keep in this one. As Feng's arrow misses? Oh no, my apologies, that was D-Ray.
Yeah, nah, just D-Ray throwing out a wild arrow just for funsies to see if it would land, but no, it did not hit its mark. Rivtail does get charged up once again. It does get taken out. Oh,
okay.
Land, but not enough. Fang's pretty low.
Ojo.
Looking everyone on the backside. Pop Knight's here. The wild growth is used. It's so much damage. Eddie has to flash. They have to stay safe. Histo's picked up Hongshu. The slows are too much. It's a lot of damage, and it's a double kill for Eddie. Looking for more. If they can just charge it down, it might not be enough. It's a triple kill for Eddie.
Qué follada, tío. La escena está mucho más rota de lo que parece, os lo digo completamente en serio, La escena está mucho más rota de lo que parece, chicos.
I mean, this center pick was supposed to scale, but Eddie said, you know what? I'm going to win from minute number 1. 74 souls already at the 20-minute mark. They've taken...
Le hicieron canción, a ver. 3 AM. Tío, Gadiña do Paquetá. No, ahora, cuando acabe esto la pongo, Tío, es increíble Paquetá, tío. Eres amigo de Tonali o de Paquetá. Tío, ¿qué coño es el gráfico de Canoche? Mirad esto, tío. Mirad el gráfico de las estadísticas de Canoche, por favor. Tío, ¿qué cojones, loco? Vinicius y Canoche, mirar Canoche, tío, ¿qué? ¿Os parece normal esto, tío? El puto Canoche. Qué locura,
for Secret Wales. They knew exactly what DCG was trying to accomplish and they just turned it on there.
Todo el 99 del Pro Evolution Soccer es Canoche.
One more minute to the next dragon and it would end up being sole point for Secret Wales if they lock it down. But Baron is up and ready on the map.
Yeah, it is 23 kills as well, more than a kill a minute. I do love to point that one out. 6k gold advantage to Team Secret Wales.
Es una locura, Sé quién le gana, probablemente sí. Pero bueno, ser el top 2 después de Seiken no está tan mal.
But Team Secret Wales, they're better than that. They're able to collapse. They're able to protect and peel. So it's really difficult for him to find those angles. Even though he's got a gold lead, he's out CSing his toe, it's just harder. There's less synergy and unison happening right now. I mean, BA 2013, Eddie Godlike 907, D-Ray 203. 3 members of Team Secret Wales haven't even died yet.
Too much. The Crystal Arrow did nothing, and look at Eddie. He's gone straight past Pop 9. Oh, quits. It's the shutdown they were looking for. They picked up Eddie. Now they're looking to take out Pop 9 as it is Secret Wales trying to hold on a little bit longer. BA able to hold on. Florin jumping forward, but is it going to be enough? Is D-Ray able to jump back as well? The slows are good. Florin is strong, but is it going to be enough for DCG? Yes, they shut down Eddie. Yes, they took out Pun, but should they start the Baron is the big question.
I genuinely don't think they should, especially with Florin TP. Okay, he's recalled his TPing in. He's going to get a big shield.
Yeah, D-Ray getting caught out instantly, has to flash over the wall, but it's not going to be enough to shut down his good. His toe needs to run, and now they can look at the Baron, Logan.
Yeah, really good play there from DCG. I said I don't think they should, but they absolutely made the better call there with Florin recalling, TPing in, getting that massive shield. But Team Secret Wales, they want to contest this one. They have the big shield of their own.
Yeah, his toe is here. They're able to lock it down. Pun does a lot of damage. Eddie is back on the board, and this is the champion that can get the damage done. Florin has taken 3 hits. The counter-strike is shredding them, but look at the Baron. It's at 5k health. Xiao Xi's low, has to heal. They're going to be very careful. Pun.
Qué puta barbaridad. Está literalmente el chat con el apuestismo. No. Tío. Me libré a Tragut, me paran para Tiny. Dragon. ¡Dragón! Tío, el puto Quartz de Bilibili. Hay que ver el vídeo este, Se pone a gritar, ¡dragón! ¡Cabrones, dragón! Y Dani volviéndose loco el entrenador. Es mejor que los vídeos de Melcete.
If he can get a squishy target, he can turn these fights around. Because this would have been very different without Eddie. But in that extended play, Team Secret Wales came back for the Baron. Florin TP'd in, pushed them away. But it had been long enough that Team Secret Wales were able to respond. Eddie, alive, Pun, his toe, they were all there and they won the fight around this Baron pit so convincingly. They scattered DCG so hard.
Qué barbaridad, hay que ver el vídeo ese, tío.
And got the Baron for themselves. 20 kills to 9. 5k gold.
Pabli, de verdad estás enfermo mental, tío.
With the Baron. But DCG, they rob the 4th Drake. They slow Team Secret Wales soul stacking.
Yeah, no, it's not the end of the world. That's actually quite good for DCG. They want to be able to keep up as much as possible with these objectives too. They already stalled out the Void Grubs as well. Fang's going to start coming online. That's a 2-item Ash now, so they are going to start to be a little bit more relevant in these games. But I'm now still looking at Eddie, who's a 3.5-item center, which is a lot of damage with a BF sword and a pickaxe too. So it looks like it probably could be most likely an IE if they were to go for the little bit of the crit. Could be a bloodthirst if they were.
Ya, es que no va. Bueno, los de Ganan están en la mierda más absoluta, también te digo.
As far as I can tell, they're probably going to look for the IE, get a little bit more damage off. As there's the Crystal Arrow. It is going to hit Xiaoxi, getting everything to the face. That is absolute disaster. And a Wild Growth is so big in these teamfights. Look at this Olaf go. The Dawning Shadow keeps them alive, but Pun still gets picked out. And now they're still looking to go down this bot side, looking at this tier 3. The rest of the team's trying to hold on. The wave clear's just way too much for them to be able to handle. Florin can't really do anything at this point. Hongshu's off to the side. They have Flash, they have Tibbers, they have the stun, but now
crazy shit.
The Baron buff still in effect. 26 minutes, and they're going to open up this base. Secret Wales, they want to take this win. They want to go to MSI as the #1 team. But look at Pop9. The TP's coming in as well, Logan. They're going to get caught out. One false step. T-Ray's getting caught. Florin gets the counter-strike onto the end. Gold core's good. The shutdown's even better. Let's see if they can hold on. Bia has to heal, has to flash, has to run. Florin once more. There's the 3 counter strike. If they can get a little bit more as the Wild Growth knocks them all back up. They're tanky, they're strong. Do they have the damage though? Is the big question. Florin's jumping, he's leaping, he's slashing, he's dashing. It's the shutdown we were looking for, and it's all too much. DCG are back in this game, Logan.
They take Team Secret Wales to task. They punish them for overextending, and you can see.
El MSI líricos. Bueno, mañana la Liga de la Sal me parece bastante relevante. Creo que alguna cosilla más hay por ahí. Ya lo he visto que quieren fichar a Sterry, Me da vividores.
Tier 2 turret. It's not all she wrote. DCG cannot win from this point as Pop9 aggresses forward. He's out of vision, and the TP comes through. Florin front lines, but surprise, Pop9 annihilates Eddie immediately.
Qué puta barbaridad,
There goes most of their damage, and DCG know that they can advance, and the timing of that Counter-Strike stun as D-Ray flashes, slides forward to avoid it, and he just ends up inside of it here, as this is the fight that DCG needed to make sure they have the confidence to know that they can still fight Team Secret Wales. Team Secret Wales only have 1.6k gold advantage right now, and this is the Pop9 we were talking about. I called it back at 2.5 items. He's now 4-item lethality. Kha'Zix, he can eat AD carries alive, Pike. This has to be their angle.
Look, and the big thing there is that Serpent's Fang. There is a lot of shields that they need to get through, and that Serpent's Fang is the linchpin of this. And now you can see they're getting caught out once again. The healing's good. There's the Glacial Fissure. It's going to be enough, as there's the stopwatch being used. The fight's all in. The Dawning Shadow. There's the Timbers too. Histo's trying to keep this fight. They're getting tongued quite low. You need to be very careful. Fang does do quite a bit of damage now, and they all sort of retreat. They need to heal back up and re-look for the siege. They did, however, get a lot of damage down onto the side of DCG, and a Baron spawning in a minute's time. Same with a Dragon in 40 seconds. Both teams need to be prepared.
Yeah, this is why Pop9's running to the mid. He's trying to get that wave pushed in so he can get priority access to the 5th Drake of the game. It is that Hextech Drake that will be a Hextech Soul, which they do not want to give over to Eddie. He's already a 4.5 item monster on this center as Team Secret Wales, they're moving in. They know DCG is here.
Right. Oh, hits once again. Has to get the flash out. They need to be super careful. There's 2 wild growths on the board still up. We did see D-Ray look to pick that one up. Pop9 jumping in. He's going to get spotted out on some wards as the re-engage Counter-Strike's good. A lot of damage coming out, but it's going to be enough. Here's Pop9. Look at the backside. D-Ray is low, but it's not going to be enough. They're trying to lock him down. The Bug able to survive the windscreen, and now they're looking to go straight back on to the Dragon. It is DCG able to lynch out this fight a little bit more.
They win the team fight, they take Pun out, they get
es un poquito de crazy shit,
Team Secret Wales, and Team Secret Wales decide to back off. It is only soul point for DCG. It is not the soul. They can weather the storm, they can wait this one out, but the more they wait, the more Relove DCG find their way back into this one. It was a decent ult from his toe, but there just wasn't enough follow-up quick enough because DCG were already there. So Team Secret Wales had to retreat. They knew that Pop9 was on the wings with this Kha'Zix. They knew that if they weren't careful, Pop9 would take one of them out, but they already lost Pun. So Team Secret Wales, they've pulled the trigger on this Baron. They're forcing
pues ya estaría, ¿no, chicos?
Cross Gaming. Yeah, D-Ray's here. Crystal Arrow is going to hit Pop9, looking to jump over, but there's the counter-strike. It's going to land. Pun has to be careful as there is...
Mamaron mucho Gladiolo.
Damage. Florin, he's going to get hit with a lot more, but it's Pun onto the backside. Look, the turn straight back onto Pop9. He's gone. His Stow picked him up. Now they're looking at Hongshu. It's a disaster for DCG. The wild growth is being used, but it's not enough. Eddie is coming up big. It's only Shao C left and available for the side of DCG, but they don't care. They're looking to go down this mid lane. Secret Wales want to close out split 2 with a fierce and determined win. They're looking to open this base up just a little bit more. Eddie,
pues ya estaría, señores.
She wrote. Logan, Secret Wales defying the odds, cleaning up the split.
Quiero ver ese vídeo,
Win rate across every series they went up against. They were undeniable,
Creo que está en el canal de Viper, ¿no? Lo suelen subir. A ver la copa. A ver, la copa es humilde, ¿eh? Esto es bueno para K-Corp, ¿eh? Es un mierdón. Vamos a poner Viper, Billy. Que ahí estará el blog seguro. Espérate, se voy a poner. Viper, LOL. Que había un canal. Es este, ¿no? Este. Me voy a hacer en YouTube que esto te